Okay, this is my 5-year update on our double wall greenhouse. This is the first video that an update on it. On the first videos that I made when I was how to design and make this greenhouse. It's a double wall, has air that pushes the two plastic pieces, and it's an air barrier. What I've found, and it's been fantastic, the shade cloth, we put it on, it cooled things down and they grew better. I put it along here, the west side, because it got a little too hot, and that moderated the temperature inside. A lot of things you can do. This over in here is a whole different temperature zone. We tend to have less frost in this area, obviously, from the thermodynamics and the heat coming out of the greenhouse. And our gooseberries and currant berries, they're warmer over here, so they'll put on the fruit earlier, and you have kind of, some years it's a little thicker in here because of it. And you get a little bit more growth, or maybe out here, just depending on the situation. So it's just been fantastic. The thing's lasted great. I suspect it's going to just keep on lasting for years to come. Okay, so as we go on inside, we'll kind of explain this as we go along. All right, so with this, what I've found is up in here, that allows the venting of air to just transfer out without fans through convection. It's been fantastic. The more that you open up in the summer, this just is better for your plants in there. That's what we found. So on the other end, I just opened it up and pulled the wood off of it this year. And tomatoes are coming on really good. Grow boxes is how we've done our greenhouse. Other people might do it. I'm lazy. I work hard. I don't have the time to spend weeding, so I don't. I design things to do that for me. So we have block, weed barrier underneath it, and then we have this black stuff that you can walk across, and I think that's in some of the previous videos. I hope it's light enough. This camera seems to do pretty good. It's in the evening. But they've been coming on, the tomatoes, a little bit for a while. I wanted to show you right here. This is the one look at this. This is embarrassing. Weeds. I started to put a drip line in here one year, and every 18 inches I planted something new, and it did pretty good along here. Weed free, of course. I just didn't do it this year, and there's a couple of reasons why, but the weeds are kind of packing in there. But this thing is held up. It's still tight in there, and we've got this fan. What happened is this is the one area that has deteriorated. It deteriorates down here as well. But it deteriorated, and I believe it's, maybe some of the oils that were in these old railroad ties. But it didn't go up into here, and this wiggle wire just held it tight. I have never pulled it off. So it's 5 years going strong, and if I undid this, I could probably pull it down just a little bit, and then, but I haven't had the need to. This area, because of the wind, and it might be the same thing as this, the wind whipping it, that's actually probably more likely what it is, because, look, it's the outside that's ripping, not down by where it's up against here. Yeah, it's the wind. It's a wind issue. For some reason, the wind wind just deteriorates it. And this stuff, when it's full of air, the wind doesn't even affect it. It just, you see a slight movement in and out. It doesn't whip it at all. So this didn't really get the whipping either, but what it does is the fan blows out here, and it deteriorated this area. I think if I was going to do it again, I'd initially just put something like this tape, and just tape the inside of it so it's hitting the tape, not the plastic. They sell a greenhouse tape. I just repaired it, and it's just where the fan blows out of it right here. So this is where the fan blows out of it, and it just deteriorated it and broke it down here. So I put tape on the inside, tape on the outside, a couple years ago, if I remember right. So anyway, That's the only weak link. But everything else is held tight. It's done fantastic. Just love the thing. We just love it. We can grow things in here and start things in here. And we're always, getting it to grow the root systems. It's starting to get dark out. I hope you can see. We planted raspberries off to this side. The raspberries, they got hot. And I left the door open and it beat it down. And so, some of the new growth up on top, it came up from the bottom. But it's okay. Wow, it's dark in here. Sorry for that, guys. I tried doing it earlier, but the video was saving it to the internal memory, and I ran out of memory, and so, anywho, this is where we're at. I have different varieties of raspberries in here, and we just love it. We can just grow stuff in here that we can't grow otherwise. These are a white one in here, but this is the it's just worked fantastic for us. Just kind of letting you see. So I've got quite a few grow boxes as I go down through here, and we'll be bottling up all the tomatoes and things like that. And what else can I share with you? That's pretty much it. It's been fantastic. Anybody who does it, they'll be happy with it. We grew at our end. We put carrots in this year. I finally finished the end. Yay! It's been an ongoing project. And there are our swamp coolers. And you can still run those swamp coolers and have a thermostat. That's what I did for a while. And it worked fantastic in the spring, and they'd turn on, and they would blow open the end there that's on hinges, and it would blow out the hot air, and it would just keep it nice and cool all the way up until June or so, and that's when I just crack open all the doors and let the air flow through. So it is evening, and it's getting dark. I can't think of anything else to update. I think that's it. Anybody who's able to should build one of these things, extend their growing season. You get out here, you're in here. We planted in January, the end of January this year, and we've been getting beets like crazy. I mean, the beets are. These are the smaller ones. You can't really see. It's getting too dark. Now, they're not small. We just love it. All right, guys. That is our update. The plastic's holding up so well. Wouldn't trade it. It's well worth it. And I suspect it's going to last for quite a while longer. Anyway, you guys, God bless all of you, and see you in the next video.